Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 10th episode of the second season of Gotoubun no Hanayome. And last episode, we have our characters becoming third years. I think they're all like in the same class, which is pretty cool. That they have Futaro in the class, the only one that can really differentiate the girls, but he's apparently not exactly amazing at that because the way the episode ended off, we had Ichika pretending to be Miku, and he seemed to fall for that pretty handedly. So, still needs some development, some work on that department for sure. But yeah, that was a pretty big deal. What happened at the end there? A lot could come from that. So let's jump into the episode and see what that ends up being. So, 3, 2, 1, play. There's other urinals you could use besides that one. It's good to know. Why do you say that? How about no? How about no? This guy. Wow, okay. Um, I don't even really remember you, but sure. I know, right? Literally, who are you? It doesn't ring a bell. I mean, either you're first or you're a failure, you know? I mean, I couldn't get rid of him. Uh, even if that's true, I think it'd be worth it. I mean, if I could choose between 5 beautiful sisters that love me or getting #1 scores in school, I know which one I'd choose. What a wonderful shot. That's what I want to hear. I was about to say, what do you mean, top 10? Well, okay then. Now that we've said it, we gotta do it. But, I mean, I believe in Uesugi. Futaro, I'm sure he's gonna do it. I mean, top 10 should be doable, I would imagine. If he really puts his mind to it. I'm always amused by that thing collapsing. Because it looks just fine 1 second, and the next it all goes wrong. Kinda like life. Oh yeah, there he is in the opening, I think. Five cranes in return. Some fast typing. Okay, that said scrap. I thought it didn't. Never mind. Are you okay, Futaro? You're not pushing yourself too hard, are you? I mean, of course he is, but... Yeah, I also gotta not let your grades fall. Gonna be quite the balancing act we got here. Yeah, that was not Miku. Of course she shows up. He's probably worried about what they could say to each other. Okay. I guess that's not gonna happen now. Yeah, you can't. You can't forget about Nino. Yeah, she just wraps herself in a ribbon. Gift for you. Yeah, do you? Do you, Ichika? I bet. No hesitation. I think I saw some eyebrow twitching there. I'd appreciate it. I kinda want one. Especially if it's from Nino. Yeah, they just came in like a storm. Also, what are you doing, Miku? Uh, I think so. It's been a while since I've seen it in anime, but I think so. We at least want him to not die, yeah. Yeah, no place for crying. Yeah, I mean, there are worse examples of this than you. Don't worry about it, Yotsuba. Yeah, so much of that only me giving him a present idea. For sure. On what basis are you saying that? What? Oh, is that like an energy drink? D-drowser? Just down it. You're the protagonist. Are you okay, Itsuki? Look like you're about to blow. How could you fall asleep at a time like this? But how long did he sleep? Oni-chan, when are you coming home ready for your birthday party? Is it just 5 cranes? Yeah, it's not 1,000, but 5 is good enough for this show. Wow, those are like all over 50, I think. Day 1, day 2. And English, yeah. So he just like always has those sparkles, doesn't he? Even when he has to focus on a test. Eighth. And he is number 1, maybe? Hopefully. Hopefully at least top 5. Because I want him to at least beat him. 3rd, okay, yeah, that's definitely top 10. And it beats you, so... May not be number 1, but definitely good enough. What am I looking at? Ouch. Oh yeah, I forgot she did join this place after failing the other job. I think we went too far in the other direction. Maybe it's a talent. A useless talent. Yeah, it's almost getting to the... It might be edible someday. Oh, that actually doesn't look too bad. I mean, progress is progress. How about understanding if she is? Such a good manager. Maybe we could have somebody else taste test it first. Yeah, our Sengoku girl. That is a potential problem. What are you gonna do? Didn't we have a school trip before in the show? I vaguely remember that. That number 5 again. Oh, he's hanging out with dudes. What is wrong with you? It's kind of the point where I get worried whenever I see Ichika. Because she's in such scummy mode, for lack of a better term. Like, she's had no issue playing dirty lately, and it's a little bit frustrating to watch. Is that okay? Well, this is how you get third. Yeah, what would you do on your day off besides study? I mean, what even is there? Super easy to understand. That's as far as I got. Maybe. Getting scolded on each other. I quite like the look on Yotsuba's face. Yes. Going on a walk with a person you like. Go to a... that looks like a fairly fancy place. I was thinking more like ramen or something. Maybe we should reevaluate what we're doing here. Yeah, I think we're losing our original intent a bit here. I mean, you know, it's supposed to be for you. I mean, yeah, it's supposed to be about you. Appreciation towards you, you know. I mean, he can't answer. He can't answer that question. Was there a wig in there? Oh, something was dropped. Oh, the picture. That is the important picture. I mean, I like the place. It's, you know, much lower budget than a couple of the other places you wanted to go. Yeah, she'll show you how it's really done. This is what you call a date right here. Just don't hurt yourselves. Because it's probably not meant for your weight. And not to be meant to be used that way either. And then you jump! Okay, let's be careful. See what kind of jump you got, Uesugi. What the heck? How did you even... I don't think that's how you do it. I think you may have messed up. But it's good effort. I saw that. That was something special, alright. She wants to see you happy. I think you got her something in the end. Exam questions. Now I could be the rest of it. Exactly. Not that he'll get that. Yeah, I mean, don't you see all that blushing? I think she's plenty happy right now. Study. It's because it was initially for write-off, but it's a thought that counts. Either that or he's calling you stupid, one of the two. But we know which one. Yotsuba, you mean you? But you know, she's manipulating Yotsuba, so... But there's 6 of us. Isn't there a 5 limit? Yeah. I mean, I thought of that before, but the 5 limit kind of ruins that idea. Okay, that does not solve everything. I don't like that plan at all. Yes, no self-sacrificing. You're as valuable as the rest of the girls. Like, there's plenty of problem. I bet. Yes, Miku? Do you want to call him Fukun too? Is it settled? I don't know if everyone's going to agree to this. Oh. Well, that kind of puts a damper on things. Your life's just not fair. Yeah, I mean, them being in a group was pretty clear. So nothing to be surprised about. Yeah, especially how much of the fighting we did there. But, you know, they're meant to be together, so... Definitely better than Yotsuba's plan. Sisters War. Sisters War, Part 1. That is quite the title. That is quite the title. Okay, so I guess we are just getting to the beginning of our sisterly conflict if the next 2 episodes are literally called Sisters War Part 1 and Part 2. Okay, I mean, yeah, anyway, that was the 10th episode of, yeah, 2nd season Hanayome. right? So I'm trying to think back in season 1 because I know there was a little bit of a subject of kind of like I mean, it's kind of continued to be a bit of a theme, the idea of going after Uesugi, because they all like him, right? You know, I remember season 1 are very vague, but I know there was somebody that was, you know, there's a couple people that were having some kind of discussion, you know, trying to resolve the whole, you know, because they know, like, it's an awkward position because, like, they like him, but they know others like him too, and there's a lot of, like, trying to resolve that, you know, trying to figure out where we all stand, what we should do, like, you know, trying not to go behind people's backs or, you know, cheat and stuff like that. Like, that's always been like a theme for a while, ever since, you know, back then in season 1. But and we're definitely continuing that with this season for sure. Like, things are really ramping up, like for sure. You know, especially now that Ichika has decided that she's like fully in the game, right? You know, ever since she made that decision, she's definitely been like trying to manipulate things for sure. And it's I don't really like watching that, but you know, it's just, I guess it's fine. You know, they say all is fair in love and war or whatever. So I'm not like gonna give her the hard time about the stuff she's doing. It bothers me a little bit to watch some of it, but you know, they're all got the same goal. You know, they go about different ways because they had different personalities. You know, some are more subtle, some are more, you know, behind the scenes manipulative. Some people are more straightforward. I love you. It's just, they're all different, right? That's a big thing with the show. For sure. Like, Nino was that train, right? Very different than Ichika, a lot different than Ichika. Almost polar opposite in some of these regards. But we also got to see Miku. You know, she's doing her best at the one bakery, which we found out about that an episode or 2 ago or so. And yeah, we know she's not the best cook ever, so we knew it wouldn't go super well. But she is making progress, which is good. She's got her own goals that she's going towards, for sure. And Itsuki, you know, she's got her thing as well. Something about a cram school working at, something about that. Because yeah, it was, as far as Iwasugi goes, we actually had some stuff with him this episode because, you know, it's no secret that the tutoring's kind of like taking a toll on his own grades. I mean, we already knew that, but that really came to a head in this episode where what's his face shows up like, hey, you know, maybe I should take over your job because obviously you can't handle it or whatever. So then we had our agreement that he'd get top 10, and then he got top 10. In fact, he got top 5, so can't really say anything after that, can you? So that's good. And of course, he's still doing well on the tutoring front as well. The girls are making good progress as well. And Uesugi's birthday is still a topic. You know, everyone got their own present ideas and whatnot. And it didn't seem like any character in particular got the focus this episode. I think it was fairly well balanced. I mean, because Yotsuba, it almost felt like she was the focus of the episode, just because we had, you know, a lot of important stuff with her. Like, where did it start? Like, I mean, Yotsuba, we had the whole present discussion, you know, that really kind of started the Yotsuba thing, I think. And then we had Ichika trying to manipulate Yotsuba as well. And Yotsuba kind of is a bit more, what's a good way to phrase it? Not, empty is the best word that comes to mind, but like, she's, you know, like, it was especially made apparent when, you know, he's trying to give a present to Yotsuba, you know, to show appreciation for her, and she just, like, the only thing that comes to mind is what everyone else wanted, you know? And when he's just trying to get across, like, what do you want? Like, and she really couldn't come up with anything. That's very telling about her character. But luckily, in the end, he was able to give her something that she liked. We went to the park and had a pretty good time there, I would say. Yeah. Futaro, he's got an interesting style of swing riding. Let's just say that. But that was overall a pretty nice scene. And then we had the scene with Yotsuba where we were trying to figure out how we'll do the grouping. Because ever since we found out there was only 5 allowed, I knew that we wouldn't be able to be all a group, right? That was impossible, so we had basically a scene dedicated to try to figure out what we would do. And her brilliant idea is like, hey, how about everyone but me becomes a group together? You know, that solves everything, right? Like, that is so not valuing yourself, and it really just kind of stung to hear that quite a bit. I mean, yeah, like nobody's gonna be happy with that. Like, that's not an acceptable outcome. I don't think anybody considered it an acceptable outcome except for maybe her. I mean, Nino had a bit of a different strategy, kind of like the exact opposite strategy, just like her and Futaro. I think that was her strategy. But again, nobody was a big fan of that. I think in the end we revealed that he's just gonna group with a couple of guys, you know, because he's making friends, which is good. Spending time with 5 beautiful sisters is nice and all, but I guess it's nice to have a couple of guy friends as well, you know? Fair enough. And then our quintuplets all grouped together. I like the one group shot we had of them near the end there. We got a great pose of Nino, just like sitting one leg over the other, her arms crossed, just looking very upset, you know, kind of like pouty, you know? For sure. Just, you know, also Miku had a pretty good look on her face too. But just overall, I really like that shot. And that's how we ended off the episode. So the school trip should be pretty interesting, especially with that Sister Wars title, because it makes it very clear that we're just starting with our sisterly conflict, right? Things are going to ramp up, for moves are going to be made, you know? So, yeah, a little bit worried exactly how it's going to go, but hopefully by the end of it, you know, things work out and the sisters don't hate each other by the end of it. That's kind of where I'm hoping right now. And oh yeah, also I think Itsuki dropped a picture at some point. I think it was right about here. Yeah, she's moving like a box or something, and then suddenly she dropped the picture, you know. The important picture of Futaro and the mysterious girl from the past. And, you know, I've pretty much assumed that was Itsuki for a while, because Itsuki has always come across as the main girl of the 5. Even though they had Nino in the middle in that one shot, Itsuki just always come across as the main girl. Even, you know, back when Miku was my favorite character, Itsuki still felt like the main girl, right? So I would be a little bit surprised if anyone but her ended up with Futaro, right? But who knows? Who knows how things will go? But just saying that, yeah, if it does reveal Itsuki was that girl the whole time, it would not surprise me one bit. Like, the show, I actually don't even remember the early parts of the season that well either, because I have a terrible memory. But I think they were dropping hints before that it was Itsuki. But yeah, it's always been where my assumptions lied. It's just all I'm trying to say. So that may have been another hint towards it right there. And that's pretty much everything I want to say on the episode. It was a little bit funny that Futaro gave the middle school level notes to Yotsuba as a present, which I guess wasn't all that helpful. But it was especially funny because that could be interpreted as him calling her stupid, you know, given her middle school level, you know, tips. But that's obviously wasn't the intention, but it's kind of funny to think of it that way. You know, because Yotsuba does have a reputation of being the dumbest of the group, you know. That was a bit of a topic before. But it's kind of like saying the tallest ant, though. But anyway, that was the episode, you know, really beginning our new arc here for sure. And we'll see how it goes in the next 2 episodes. So, until then, bye-bye. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.